Hey guys, how y'all doing? Welcome to Recipe for Disaster Part 4 Quest Guide, Freeing Pirate Pete. So you need 31 cooking and the ability to defeat 5 level 30s. Also make sure you have Part 1 of this quest done. Link was on the screen. Items you're going to need: a raw cod, pestle and mortar, bread, a fishbowl, a needle, and 3 bronze wires. I recommend you buy the fishbowl from the GE. A higher cooking level is actually very advantageous. You're going to want coins to charter a ship or the Arty Cloak 1, and then a melee weapon and things like that. You can go back and pause that if you need to. Otherwise, let's move right on. Go and inspect Pirate Pete. So she says you need to go and get fish cakes. Now, lucky for you, guess who knows a lot about fish cakes? Ah, the cook that's right outside. So head on outside and talk to the cook. And he's gonna go through a whole bunch of dialogue too. Only if this is your first time talking to him though. Outside. Anyway, ask him about protecting the pirate. Ask him how to make fish cakes. Of course, your character does this all on its own. Now he's gonna have a whole bunch of options pop up after he finds this book right here. Now ask him every single one, run through all these options. Ask him how to get ground cod, how to get ground kelp, how to get ground giant crab meat, then breadcrumbs, and then what do I do with all of it? And then say thanks. So before we head on out, use your knife on the bread and you'll get breadcrumbs, and use your pestle and mortar on the cod and you will get ground cod. Alright, so we're about to go underwater. Now you need to make sure you stay under 27 kilograms this entire time and make your way to Port Khazard, however you wish to do that. I'm going to teleport to Draenor and then charter a ship. If you have Arty Cloak 1, you can just teleport. Otherwise, I'm not really sure what would be the fastest method there. But I'm going to switch out into a little bit better gear just because there's stuff in there. I'm going to bring a Ring of Life because if you die down there, there's like a 100% chance you are not going to get back in time. Actually, I'm not sure if it's instance. I don't think it's instance, but I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't bring stuff you think you might be able to die down there with. If you're a low level, of course. If you're a high level, you should not be able to die at all. Anyway, if you're taking my route, we're going to charter right here and go to Port Khazard. Jesus, I got a lot of stuff that I can charter to. Also, it's good to note that you cannot have headgear on or a cape. Alright, so if you guys look at my inventory, I'm missing something. I'm missing the fucking needle. Do not miss the needle. Bring the needle. Bring your 3 bronze wires and a needle with you on this part. I had to go back up and get it. Alright? So, like I said, make sure before you go underwater, you have your fishbowl, your 3 bronze wires, and your needle. Don't forget it. You'll cry like me, because it is a big pain in the ass to come back up and then go back down. So once you have the gear that you think you're going to want, I'm bringing melee gear. I don't know if you can range underwater. I feel like it won't let you, but I brought melee stuff anyway. If someone wants to prove me wrong in the comments, man, please go ahead. And I'll thumbs you up. Anyway. He gets the fishbowl and stuff sorted out. Now you can wear it. Just like that. And talk to him about Recipe for Disaster. Basically, the way that you got all this stuff, though, is just by talking to him. So just keep talking to Murphy with your fishbowl and your inventory and stuff like that. Like I said, make sure you have your needle with you. Make sure you have your needle and your 3 bronze wires. It's not in my inventory, so make sure you have it. And then all of a sudden you'll be swimming. You can go back up at any time by clicking on the anchor, but you shouldn't have to. Now, I highly recommend you guys get more than just one of each ingredient, because there is a chance that you can burn it, especially if you have lower level stuff. I recommend getting probably 3 of each. It takes a lot less time to get 3 of each down here than it does to get one and then burn it and then come back down. So, I only picked 2 kelp there, but when I end up leaving, I picked the 3rd one. So make your way over to the cage and talk to Nung, I think is his name? Yeah, Nung. They're the Mogres. Talk to him about getting giant crab meat. He says he wants you to get Mudskipper Skins for him. So make your way over to the west side of this area. You'll see a bunch of red dots on the map where you need to be. Now when you get over here, the rocks on the ground, you're going to need to pick up 5 of them. You'll need to do this each time you come into the water area if you ever leave. What I mean by that is that if for whatever reason you go back to land, you need to pick up 5 more rocks each time, or otherwise you can't enter areas like the Mudskipper place or the crab area. So once you pick up 5 rocks, you can confirm it by your chat. Then you can enter the underwater cavern passage. And they'll lay enough down to land. So just go ahead and kill 5 Mudskippers. They're pretty easy to kill, but if you have prayer or whatever, you can go ahead and pray them off. And as you can see, they don't hit very hard. I'm just going to fast forward through this. Get 5 skins. There should be a needle in your inventory. I'm going to say it like 100 times. Also, you could teleport out if you're standing, so that's definitely a lot faster if you ever need to leave, as opposed to going through all the cutscenes and stuff. So once you have your 5 Mudskipper Skins, head right on out. Oh, look at that one empty inventory spot. That could have filled a needle right there, man. Oh wait, no it can't. You have to have yourself unequipped in order to swim. So my inventory is filling up quick, guys. But it'll be fine though, because once I give them the Mudskipper Skins, then my inventory will empty back up again. So with all 5 of your Mudskipper Skins, go talk to Nung again. Now he says he wants bronze wire and a needle. So as you guys can see, I forgot to bring my needle. However, I'm going to skip forward, and boom. You'll give him the 3 bronze wires and the needle, and then you can continue through the gate. You'll get stopped by a Mogre guard, but just say that Nung says you can go through, and then you'll be able to walk right on through. So, since you have 5 rocks in your pocket, you'll be able to walk on the ground again. Basically, just equip your stuff and go to town. I would get about 3 crabs. This is also how you get the crab claws and the crab helmets. So if you're bored and want neat little cosmetics, you can do this. Now the only bad thing is if you do end up burning this, you're going to have to get the breadcrumbs and the ground cod again as well. But since you can buy this from the Grand Exchange, it's not too bad. Anyway, once you get a couple, head back up to the surface. You can teleport out if you're standing. So if you are satisfied with how many pieces of kelp and crab meat you have, you can just go back into the crab area where you're standing and then like teleport to Lumbridge from there. However, on second glance, I think the reason I didn't do that was because I wanted to pick up 1 more kelp on the off chance I burned a fish cake or 2. And if you don't have teleport runes, you can just click this anchor right here to climb back up too. and then you're back on the ship. So make your way to Lumbridge however you see fit. I'm gonna do the home port, because we're gonna save that money. And Laurens are expensive as fuck, man. You see all these people doing fishing trawler. God damn. I didn't realize it was that active. Apparently it is. So, now you need to ground up the kelp and the crab meat. To do that, just use your pestle and mortar on stuff. Use your pestle and mortar on the kelp and boom. And now just cross your fingers and hope you don't burn it. So once you have all these items, talk to the cook again and say, what do I do with everything? And now apparently he knows what to do. So ask him about the pirate. Yep. And once you do that, then you'll learn how to make it. So just use everything on each other and then boom. Like I said, if you burn it, you're going to want to get more breadcrumbs and raw cod back. Or ground cod even. But I didn't. I cooked mine on the first try, which is awesome. So if you cook it on the first try, then you can drop everything. Now be very careful, don't eat it. When you're giving it to the other person, don't eat it. Make sure you right click it. You'll be pissed if you eat it. Because then karma will come and be a bitch, and then you'll end up using try to cook it next time, and they'll end up burning. And you'll be really mad. Anyway, use the cooked fish cakes on Pirate Pete, and that is quest complete. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know how to show your support by leaving a like and a comment. Otherwise, though, make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you're new for more content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.